If you work from home, then you know how important it is to have an organized workspace or home office. Otherwise, cluttered space, cluttered mind. We have come to some experts who are going to help us learn how to set up an organized office space. I'm with It's Arranged Home Organizers. This is Cynthia Lindsay and Amy Delaplague. So ladies, where do you start when you're trying to set up a home office?
Well, Tawanda, I think the first thing that you do is you set up the space correctly so you can be functional, it can be productive, and it can be inspirational. This was once a dining room, so I changed it into an office. So I worked with the space that I already had, but you make sure you have a desk. You have a desk so that you have a workspace. You have a chair. These are common things to think about. Have good lighting so that you have overhead, but you also need a workspace light so that when you start spreading out your papers and your projects, you've got a great light. Another thing that's important is that you have some shelving or a cabinet space so that you can hold all of your supplies. I have my printer right next to my chair, so I type, I spin, and I print. It's all very convenient for me. I also have an inbox. My inbox actually allows for me to gather and collect all the clutter that you just mentioned so that it's contained until you're ready to process. Once you're ready to process, then you start actively acting on those pieces of paper. You act on it, you throw it in the trash, or you have it as a resource. If it's a resource, then it's going to go into one of my file drawers. I have an archive file drawer, but that's not in my real estate. When you create an office space, find space for art. Find something that inspires you to come into the space because it's work. My files even have a little color in there, so it's got a little bit of a feminine touch to it. Things that inspire me are my family. I have photos of my family in the house and in my office. You actually put it all together, you work, and at the very end of the day, you close it all down, you come and take a rest, you sit in your chair, you relax, you have a glass of wine, and you visit with your husband, your kids, and your friends, and enjoy the rest of your day.
So Amy, now that Cynthia's helped us create a wonderfully inspiring space, how do you stay productive when you're working at home and focused and disciplined?
Yeah, so there's several things that you can concentrate on. One is a dual monitor. So that just really helps with the flow of your day when you're not having to close things up and open new documents up. So that helps. Also headphones or a speaker so you can be hands-free. Also, think about what you need tools for everyday working. So you want to keep everything kind of in a zone where, and I think of it as a triangle. It might be up high, it might be here, it might be to the side, but just so that you can grab it easily and get to your items so you're not wasting a lot of time going back and forth across the space. Spend 30 minutes at the end of your day putting an agenda together for the next day. And then you have an idea of what you're going to be focused on. You might have one big task that you're really not looking forward to doing. So maybe plan that for the early part of the day and knock it off and get that done. There's times of the day where you're going to feel more focused, more energized. We'll call that your power hour. So really focus in on tasks that are harder or more complex during when you're most energized and at your best. Turn off the light, have your agenda ready for the next day, stand up and call it a day.
I like it. I'm so inspired and I think I can do this myself, but for a lot of people can't.
We do professional organizing, move management, and life management. We help people through transitions and change so they have more time to do what they love. Itsarranged.com.
Sounds great. I feel productive.
Yes, thank you,
ladies. And we'll make sure we put all their information on our website at newschannel5.com.